congratulations on this film. Out of all of the untold stories of inspirational women out there, what was it that drew you to this one most of all?
I think like most sports stories, the underdog is either in the ring or in the sport, and coming through and finding their craft. And this story is about that, and it has its big boxing moments, but this is a story that we don't often get to see what's behind the mask of a celebrity or a professional athlete. And what Christy has gone through in her personal life is a story that needs to be told, and it's really a story of a woman taking control of her life for the first time.
It's almost a story in two parts, where she learns to fight in the ring and then learns to fight in life. What was it about Sydney? What was it that Sydney brought to this role that you think nobody else could have?
I mean, there's so much that Sydney brought to this role. She is the hardest worker I know. She is the first on set and the last to leave. She truly trained for 3 months, where she put on her weight and she and muscle, and she worked with trainers Grant and Matt and studied Christy's moves and her fights and transformed physically. But it was when she got to set and working with Ben where she transformed into Christy Martin herself, and it was we were all in awe of her.
Because I think at TIFF they were saying that they were pretty much, when the cameras were rolling, they were submerged in their characters. Is that how it came across?
Sorry.
I heard at TIFF that they were saying when the cameras were rolling, they were submerged in their characters. Was that how it came across?
Well, I mean, I think there was a beautiful alchemy with Ben and Sid. They really elevated each other in such a way, and it was truly magical to watch the two of them, transform the second that the director yelled action.
And as a producer, along with your director, there, in order to make that dysfunctional relationship work for the actors, how do you develop that kind of trust on set? What kind of environment do you set up for them?
Well, it's the first time I worked with Dave. I've wanted to work with him for many years, and we tiptoed around one thing together, but he was the first call I made when I got involved, and he had interest in telling this story as well. So, and he had said, well, we need a female writer, and I said, well, we have the perfect female writer, that's Mira, and it's his true life partner, and she's a fantastic filmmaker herself. So the three of us had an incredible time developing this story and working in a vacuum, which is how you really start off, that process. And once we had that script, we knew it was ready to go to Sid, and we had done our research, and we had just seen her movie Reality, and were blown away by her performance. She's truly a gifted actress. She takes very daring roles, and we also had heard that she was a kickboxer, an MMA fighter from the age of 12. And so we had seen video, and that was it. It sold us right there, and we knew that she was right for Christy Martin.
And one idea sparks another idea. Once this is all done and the dust has settled, do you have any more stories that you want to tell that deserve to be told, or would you drag Sweeney in again?
I would love to. It'd be an honor to work with her again. And sure, I mean, anyone, it's a gift to be able to tell stories, and I'm truly grateful every time. I always think it's going to be the last time, but I'm truly grateful just for the opportunity.
Well, congratulations on this film. It's been lovely to speak to you.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you